Hi, this is Mark from M Solar Power with another quick solar update. And today I'd like to take you through the benefit of double glass or glass on glass solar panels compared to traditional laminated or plastic backsheet solar panels. To understand the benefit of double glass solar panels, we first need to look at how a traditional solar panel is made. So a traditional solar cell, or all solar cells, are incredibly brittle. If you touch them with your hand, they basically will crumble in your hand. And to strengthen them, what solar panel manufacturers do is they laminate the solar cell the way that you traditionally laminate a piece of paper to strengthen it. And what they then do is take the laminate and stretch it over an aluminium frame to create rigidity and cover it with a layer of glass to protect it. The weakness of a traditional solar panel firstly comes from the laminate backsheet itself. The portion of the solar panel that's the plastic backsheet. So here we can see a new solar panel where the laminate is still in good condition. And if we have a look at this example here from my garden, you can see the laminate going brown or aging. The fancy term for this in the solar panel industry is called soiling. And this soiling can age the solar panel up to 4.5% in the first year. The second problem comes from the back of the solar panel, and this is called delamination. So we're just going to cut and flip the panel around, and I'll show you what I mean. So if we have a look at the back sheet of this panel, we can see the first signs of backsheet delamination. And that is just a fancy word for the backsheet actually separating away from the solar cell on the front. And if you have a look closer at this panel, you can see the ridges here against the buzz bars where it's delaminating, and you can see the actual backsheet itself here bubbling. Once it bubbles and it basically pops, and if there's moisture that ingresses into the solar panel, we're going to have a massive amount of degradation. The second problem is that we have current here of up to 1,500 volts when we string multiple solar panels together, and no volts on the frame. And the current wants to take the shortest route and jump across the frame rather than go all the way down from the roof through the inverter and back up. And when it does that, it eats away the actual frame itself. And the fancy term for that is electrolysis, or in solar panel terms it's called PID, or potential induced difference. And what that refers to is the frame being eaten away, as well as the hard points, the connections that are attached to the solar panel, as well as the hard points in the roof and any specific place down as we go downstairs. Anywhere there's a hard joint, the electrolysis will eat those points first. The second thing that it does is it eats away the micro connections inside the solar cell. And that is the second reason why traditional panels have a high rate of degradation. So if we have a look here on the solar panel from my garden, you can see the results of electrolysis or potential induced difference. If you have a look down the frame here of the back side of the panel, you can see everywhere that the solar panel has been eating itself away. And to fix that, what solar panel manufacturers have done is they have produced glass on glass or double glass solar panels. And a double glass solar panel is exactly what the word says. A double glass solar panel refers to it being glass on the front and glass on the rear. And what this does is right away gets rid of the traditional laminated or plastic backsheet and solves all of the problems that we are seeing on this panel with regards to delamination and discoloring of the solar panel. The second thing that it does is it gets rid of the frame. And by getting rid of the frame, we get rid of all of the electrolysis that you will find on a traditional frame solar panel and underneath the traditional solar panel on the earth lugs and the junction points onto the roof. The other major benefit of glass on glass solar panels is that manufacturers are putting all their latest technology into double glass solar panels. And what we have in this solar panel itself compared to traditional poly or mono solar panels is we have a much more efficient solar cell. The solar cells in this example that I have in my hand are PERC Mono, so PERC standing for passive emitter rear side contact. The rear side contact refers to the fact that the solar panel not only collects light directly from the front, but high frequency light passes through the cell and is collected on the rear side. What this does is it greatly improves panel efficiency. The second that you'll see is you're starting to have many more buzz bars. These little lines running down the solar cell are referred to as buzz bars. I just like to refer to them as freeways for the electrons to jump on and pass more freely through the solar panel. And the more buzz bars your solar panel has, the more efficient it will be. Another huge innovation within glass solar panels is, as the panel is transparent, we now have a second solar panel on the rear. The solar cell on the rear is also a PERC cell, so it is receiving light through the solar panel, and actually which helps activate the rear cell through the rear side contact. And all of these advantages together mean that we need less solar panels to produce more power, and they last much longer. A traditional solar panel has a 25-year output warranty with a high level of soiling or panel degradation. This means that as the years pass, your solar panels are going to make a lot less power a lot quicker. With double glass solar panels, they offer a 30-year output warranty, meaning that they will produce power for longer at a slower rate of decay. So just to recap there, double glass solar panels offer us the lowest levelized cost of energy, producing more power per square meter as they are much more efficient, typically plus 20% at the moment. We need less of them and the associated aluminium, clamps, bill of materials and labor. And as they are efficient, they produce more power for longer. So thanks for tuning in, and I wish you many happy years of being empowered by the sun.